Hey Cowboys Nation, let's go for another round of news from America's team. Watch until the end so you don't miss any news and sign up to stay tuned for everything that comes out about the Cowboys.
Cowboys star Micah Parsons breaks silence on rumors about future. Dallas Cowboys star Micah Parsons took to social media on Sunday to distance himself from comments made by his brother, Terrence Parsons Jr. The drama in Dallas has been plentiful since the Cowboys were bounced in the wildcard round by the Detroit Lions. Terrence Parsons was among the family members of star Cowboys players to voice their displeasure. "I can't wait because y'all are really clueless out here," Terrence Parsons wrote as part of a series of posts defending his younger brother. "The greatest crimes to this man is being done by his own organization. Y'all gonna miss him when he gone." Terrence Parsons also took some shots at the Cowboys fanbase in his viral tweets. Micah Parsons looked to put an end to the drama with a statement from his account. "Any comments made by Terrence Parsons Jr. are his and his alone," Micah Parsons tweeted. "As you know, if I have something to say, I'm not afraid to say it. I love my team, my brothers on my team and the city of Dallas, and I'm more committed than ever to bring a championship to the greatest fan base on earth." Shortly after Micah's statement, his brother backtracked a bit and accused outlets of twisting his words. "Literally, I have my own voice. I said nothing to disrespect any player," Terrence Parsons said. "Been a Cowboys fan since birth. I want nothing but the best for every person and player a part of the organization. Twisting my words for clickbait, ain't it?" Micah Parsons floated idea of leaving Cowboys previously. It's not the first time there has been scuttlebutt about Parsons potentially leaving the Cowboys. He joked about it on January 11th while discussing his defensive coordinator Dan Quinn potentially leaving for a head coaching job. "Dan's my guy," Parsons told reporters. "And if he do leave me, it's always love. He might take me with him, you never know." Reaching an extension with Parsons this offseason will be a priority for the Cowboys. He signed through 2024 on his rookie deal with a fifth-year option. Cowboys owner Jerry Jones cited having to pay Parsons during the holdout of star guard Zach Martin in July. "It's not about precedent. It's about facts," Jones said. "We need the money to pay Parsons. We need the money to pay the players that we got to pay in the future. That's a fact." Dak Prescott's brother also creating stir with comments on Cowboys. The drama has been a family affair this week for the Cowboys. Tad Prescott, the brother of Dak Prescott, also took to social media with a message for the fans in Dallas. "Cowboy fans, why continue to DM me? Trust me, if I could get Doc to leave Dallas, I would. I too want him out of Dallas," Tad Prescott wrote. "The city and organization have been great to he and our family, but done with drama and the so-called fans, but he loves this team and wants to bring it rings." Like Parsons, Prescott is also heading into what could be an eventful offseason. Prescott passed for 4,516 yards, 36 touchdowns, 9 interceptions and a 105.9 passer rating last season. Without a change to his contract, Prescott will count $59.455 million against the cap next season. Dallas is likely to extend him to lower that number. And frankly, the team does not have a ton of options outside of that. The Dallas Cowboys' approval rating is low and the team may need to make a significant trade to gain back the excitement of fans. With Mike McCarthy returning as head coach, frustration continues to mount as the franchise runs things back despite little playoff success. Bleacher Report's RJ Ochoa suggests Buffalo Bills receiver Stefon Diggs as a potential trade target this offseason. The move would pair the playmaker with his brother lockdown corner Trevon Diggs. "It's tough to figure out a trade, with Cowboys' lack of day 3 draft picks," Ochoa noted during a January 19, 2024 Bleacher Report live video session. "And that's where maybe it is a matter of you send Brandon Cooks and something to the Buffalo Bills for Stefon Diggs. Again, we're getting funny with these trades. We're just talking about random hypothetical things. So, you might have to involve more assets that aren't necessarily draft picks. You might have to dip your toe, as uncomfortable as this has made the Cowboys in the past, into your 2025 assets. Like they did this past year, obviously, when they traded for Trey Lance." Cowboys rumors. Bills star Stefon Diggs is a significant upgrade over Brandon Cooks. Diggs represents a significant upgrade over Brandon Cooks, and Dallas would likely still need to include multiple picks in order to make a deal work. This is also assuming the Bills would be willing to move Diggs, something Buffalo has not been in the past. Pairing Diggs with CeeDee Lamb would give Dallas arguably the most lethal 1-2 receiving punch in the NFL. The move would not come without its challenges. Diggs is about to begin a 4-year, $96 million contract that runs through 2027. Lamb is slated to play on a 5th-year option in 2024 and is headed for a lucrative new contract. The receiver could become a free agent in 2025 if no new deal is reached. Spotrac projects Lamb's market value to be a 4-year, $115 million contract. Trading for Diggs would commit a significant amount of financial resources to the receiver position for the foreseeable future. Cooks is slated to have a $10 million cap hit in 2024 compared to Diggs' massive $27.8 million cap number for next season. Diggs' deal does have an out during the 2025 offseason but comes with a $22.2 million dead cap hit if the team moves on. Buffalo Bills receiver Stefon Diggs has topped 1,000 yards in 6 straight seasons. If Dallas expects different results next January, the front office is going to need to make aggressive moves this offseason. Diggs has had 6 straight seasons topping 1,000 yards. The Bills star notched 107 receptions for 1,183 yards and 8 touchdowns while starting in all 17 games this season. It marked Diggs' 4th consecutive season with more than 100 catches. You need a shiny new toy, that's where the fan base is at right now, Ochoa noted. You need a shiny new toy, and if it's not going to be on your coaching staff, it's obviously not going to be your quarterback. Maybe you sign Derrick Henry in free agency or something like that. I don't know. And what better shiny new toy is there than Stefon Diggs? Titans to give Cowboys DC Dan Quinn a second and in-person interview. The Tennessee Titans are bringing in Dallas Cowboys defensive coordinator Dan Quinn for an in-person interview later this week, according to a report from Jeremy Fowler. It will mark Quinn's second interview with the Titans after he previously completed a virtual meeting with the team. Quinn receiving a second interview with the Titans indicates he's a finalist for their head coaching vacancy. Quinn is a popular league-wide candidate. He'll also be receiving second interviews with the Seattle Seahawks and Washington Commanders later this week. Quinn is almost certainly going to get a head coaching job. Quinn becomes the 4th Titans candidate to receive an in-person interview, joining former Stanford Cardinals head coach David Shaw, Cincinnati Bengals offensive coordinator Brian Callahan, and Carolina Panthers offensive coordinator Thomas Brown. Quinn is the 3rd known finalist that is receiving a second and in-person interview, joining Callahan and Brown. The Titans' coaching search is heating up. It wouldn't be shocking if controlling owner Amy Adams Strunk and general manager Ran Carthon appointed Mike Vrabel's successor later this week. The Titans could prefer to finalize a hiring ahead of next week's Senior Bowl. In other Titans-related coaching developments, defensive passing game coordinator, cornerbacks coach Chris Harris is interviewing for the Chicago Bears defensive coordinator vacancy. Assistant head coach, defensive line coach Terrell Williams will be a head coach at the Senior Bowl. Defensive coordinator Shane Bowen is also receiving DC interest.